life coach, Robert B. Moran. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Model Cafe, Austin, Mass. Here we are. And now for our host tonight, Tyler. So actually, I'm a life coach. That is my day job. I'm here in Boston. I live in the Austin neighborhood. And one of the things we have every summertime is something called Austin Christmas. And that made me think, well, what about And that made me think, well, what if we had Austin Hanukkah instead? You know, we could still put this stuff out. We can still put this stuff out. We can light it up with candles at night. And I actually had an old mattress that was infested with bed bugs and somebody took it. And I think a miracle occurred there. All right. That they took the bed bug infested mattress.
No, but you get infecting the bed bugs.
So I was confused about the difference between therapy and life coaching. Therapy and life coaching, they sound the same, but sometimes they're different. But I realized therapy is for people that admit they have issues. And life coaching is for people that refuse to admit they have an issue. Either that or they have a fear about being seen in a 12-step group. How did I decide to become a life coach? Somebody asked me that last week, and I told them very honestly, well, it's better than calling myself unemployed, which is what I am. But I have a Zoom camera, so I'm now a life coach. And life coaches get a bad rap for giving out just canned advice and just spouting things that other people have said, but I like to change it up a little bit. Margaret Thatcher, for example, she said that if you want something said, ask a man. And if you want something done, ask a woman. But I like to say, if you want something said over and over and over again, just tell your mother-in-law and tell her it's a secret. Alexander the Great said, I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. Oh no. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a clown. Apparently Alexander was afraid of clowns. J. Paul Getty, you might remember him. Some gas stations named after J. Paul Getty. He said that the formula for success is to rise early, work hard, and strike oil. But I think it's changed these days. Now I'd say it requires an iPhone, duck lips, and a large chest. Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going. I like to say, and also, don't roll down the window and do one of these. Confucius, he said, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you stay out of the left lane. Now, as a life coach, job problems are a common topic for life coaching. I used to work at a big home improvement store. It was not the orange one, but I can't tell you which one it was. But I used to work there, and I felt really terrible that one day when this depressed guy came in, and I had to show him the rope when I was 17. I worked at the pro desk, and one of the things that happened there was that contractors would come in, and they would always want to do these big orders. We tried to talk to them nicely. It never really worked out that well, so I ended up going over to loss prevention. My first job was to not lose my hair. You can see how that worked out. From there, it got so bad that I got mad at my boss, and I just got into these fantasies that I wanted to hurt my boss. I was thinking about, what if I could clobber him over the head in the parking lot afterwards, which is not a real career-enhancing move. So I ended up calling the VA helpline, and they told me to go to the psych ward. So I went to the psych ward for the VA in New Jersey. And if you've ever been to a psych, anybody been to a psych ward other than me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I thought you looked familiar now. So when you go to the psych ward, you can't have any shoelace, you can't wear belts or things like that. So I like to tell people as a life coach, when I went to the psych ward, I won the Nobel Prize. My therapist there said that my narcissism was causing me to misread social cues. But I think she was just trying to hit on me. From there, I came to the homeless shelter downtown here in Boston. And being in a homeless shelter is really just like being in a large family. If your family, you've got about 100 people that are angry drunks. They all sleep in bunk beds, and they keep everything in a plastic bag under the bed. And during the day, they make you stand outside because they don't want people laying around being lazy. So, I've got a little more time, so I've got some questions now. Anybody got any questions for the life coach? Anybody got a question about visioning or affirmations? Mark.
How do you tell, life is that you're not going to lose on earth, but
The question is, how do you tell a woman at work whether she's the chosen one or you up in heaven or not, according to Jewish legend?
How do you tell the difference between a woman who's usually a good friend and a woman who's going to do slowly?
Yep, that's the question, is how do you tell the difference? And the answer is very simple. I don't know. Does anybody else have a question? Maybe a question about relationships? Either.
And right after this, you have to leave. But
Yeah.
what is how many is too many polyamorous partners?
How many is too many polyamorous partners? Well, how many fingers do you have? I guess that's it. Just end with this. On Gmail, I tried to dictate my name. I tried to dictate my name, and Gmail said my name was Rubber Dude Miranda, old life coach, which was a bummer because growing up, people would call me Bob Ryan, so I tried to use Robert Moran. And now, my fellow comedians have asked me if I like being the last actor or not. And being a life coach is great because one of the things I can do is I can reframe situations. So I never think of myself as the last actor at the open mic. I consider myself the headliner. Thank you.